at least the previous close or the 120. I mean, that's just, I don't know, like, it's a TA off the hip, like on the fly, mixed with a little bit of wishful thinking, really. What choice do I have? I'm looking at the SPY and the Qs on the 5 minute here, and look, we're just seeing a bearish pattern. Look, putting in lower lows and lower highs for 15 minutes or so, 10 minutes. I mean, I guess this is like, it's half and half, so that would be what, 12 and a half minutes? I mean, that's definitely a bearish pattern stepping down. We've broken below VWAP. And I want to see these algos jump in here and wash this thing out. It needs to wash out real quick before we head up and put in a definite bottom of the range, I think. That's how I feel. Because we didn't bounce off nothing, bro. We bounced off of thin air. That means there's no real level down there. I hope. That's what I think, you know. But again, it could just be wishful thinking, bro. But right now, like, I'm basically in, what would you call it? Like, when the people are, you know, like, there's been a disaster, and they go from looking for people to just looking for the bodies. What do you call that? It's gone from a rescue effort to just a, what? Recovery? I don't know. You know what I'm trying to say. See, right here is where you would, like, where I think we bounce at, if we're going to bounce. And see, look, Meta's already above the chop and basin, but you got the SPY. It's clearly under that 410 level. And the Qs, the resistance was what? 296.99. So about 297. The SPY and the Qs are under that resistance. And this is another thing, bro. Like, obviously, the numbers came in cool, so the majority of people are going to be bullish, right? But whenever you have too many people leaning one way, the market tends to do the opposite, all right? So, you know everyone's bullish right now. And again, when too many people are leaning to one side, the market will do the opposite. It will be contrarian. So, let's see how contrarian we get right here. I mean, on this 2 minute, Apple's holding VWAP. What about the 5? Yeah, same thing. It's holding VWAP. I want to see us break down VWAP. But look, now the SPY and the Qs are bouncing. So that's my cue to go ahead and get out before everything's a total loss. You see that? As you see, the Qs start bouncing off of VWAP. You see that? But look, there's a wick there. You see that little baby wick? It's it's reaching up and kind of trying to reject off the 9 EMA. And on the SPY, it's reaching up and rejecting off VWAP. But Meta's ripping. I mean, dude, Meta always rips off the open. That's one pattern that I've seen Meta do like for like 2 weeks straight. There might have been one day in there where it didn't rip off the open. But for 2 weeks, give or take, it's ripped off the open. And look, it's leading right now. Look. And look, dude, bonds are coming down. So I mean, that's bullish for equities. And now we're starting to see like some bouncing coming to tech. Look at Nvidia, but Tesla ran up decent, but look, they're fading that thing, bro. And Tesla's been leading tech, I think. It's hard to tell because Tesla does its own thing, but for the last few days, I've noticed that Tesla's been leading, not as far as like being bullish, but it's just far as the price action. So look, right now we're starting to see some bounce come in. I'm like, I ain't gonna lie, that's pretty much my cue to go ahead and get out before everything's a total loss. Yeah, I'd just be pissed because like I'm already like the trade obviously didn't work out, and I'm already down on it. So what I'd hate right now is for me to just go ahead and close it out for a loss, only for us to fade just a little bit because, yeah, we're bullish, we're bullish because the the numbers came in cool, but dude, we're extended. Like the market's extended right now, bro. Like for sure it is. I don't care how cool the numbers are. Like we're extended to the upside. So in order for this to be sustainable, like we need to have some type of pullback, some healthy pullback action, I believe. And if we don't pull back, I feel like it's unsustainable. I mean, if Apple gets up here past 150 here, like if it's able to break above 150, like it's like trying to do right now, then I know, because that's a major psychological level. So if we get up there, bro, like all bets are off. I think if Apple can break above 150, it goes back to 170 or whatever it was at, 175 or 180, whatever those all-time highs were. I don't know if they were all-time highs, but whatever the high was before everything started selling off. If Apple's able to close like a candle on the 5-minute above 150, yeah, and base up there, then I think this thing goes up there and shatters the glass ceiling. And look at Meta. I'm just trying to be patient, bro, and see if we get some type of pullback. But it's really not looking like it, bro. I'm just saying, like, we bounced off of nothing, bro. We bounced off of thin air. And at this point, like I'm down huge, bro, like on this particular play. So it really, like, it's not gonna really like make a difference, I don't think, to give it a little more time and see if we have a healthy pullback or something, and to give me a chance to get out for a better price. But if we break, like I said, if we break above this 150, bro, like then I know like that chance is over with. And it's looking like that's what we're doing right now. See, look, we're rejecting off that 150. But I mean, you would expect that. That's just the initial test of it. And you got Microsoft, nice bullish pattern. Nvidia, nice bullish pattern, but getting up here, like, bro, the 180, what's that, 187.05, and rejecting, but looking strong. And look, like, what I'm trying to remember, like, what it goes from when there's a disaster and they're looking for people, it's what the first step is, what, search and rescue. And then once it's been too much time and like they know that there's there's no survivors left, what's it called, instead of search and rescue, it just becomes a what, I can't remember the phrase, just a search, I guess. I don't know, I had to look that up. It goes from search and rescue to what? And see that this is a prime example of why when you make a mistake, right? Like, say for instance, you make a fat fingered mistake, as far as you just make a mistake on order entry, like you buy the wrong strike, or you sell, you short instead of buy, or buy instead of short, whatever. Just like a clerical error, a mistake on your order entry. This is a prime example of why when you do that, you have to close out that position right then and there, bro. You can't like leave it on and then be like, well, let's see if it works. Let's see if it ends up working out or whatever, because then like a clerical error, bro, will turn into like a losing trade. You feel me?